back. It's been a while, because like 2 months ago I had a pretty nasty accident with my thumb and a machine saw. So I literally lost all this surface here on my left thumb. And it's gonna be like this for a while, because when you get surgery, because I had pretty nasty thing here, they moved a part of the lower part of the thumb up here, so well, they're pretty good at this. But when you had surgery on fingers, they get stiff and swollen for a long time, so I'm not expecting this being good before Christmas. Nevertheless, I was one-handed for a long time, couldn't drive, couldn't do anything, and the DS project was just halted. Nothing has happened here since late March, and the next step here on DS would be the front windscreen and stuff around there, and I just can't do it with one hand or 1.5 hands, so we're doing other things. And I have a clue here for you. Our next project. Well, long story short, I knew about this thing for a while, actually for 6 years, but I didn't do anything about it. Then an evening this winter, I thought, well, what the heck, I should call this guy, because let's have a look at it instead. Summer 2016, a friend of mine called me about an ad in the Swedish Le Bon Coin. It's called Blocket here in Sweden. But a lot of Citroën GSAs apparently sitting in a barn full of dust. And I thought that would be interesting to go look at. But I never called the guy and the ad disappeared. So I assumed they were sold. But I never stopped thinking about it. So I called the guy this January, and the cars were still there. So we went there and had a look at them. And they were pretty dusty, because he had a sawmill just beside where the car was parked. And they have been sitting there since mid-90s, so almost 30 years. I started to brush away the dust, all the sawdust, like they were buried under. And yeah, pretty interesting, but how to get them out of there? In order to raisen up the suspension on a Citroën that's been like stored for so many years, you have to somehow get the body up, and then I put pieces of wood inside of the front suspension cylinders to get the suspension up, and pieces of wood in the rear suspension to raise the car.
Together